Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped, back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're hopping into the Face-Off vs Luffy event, the Blitz battle-y kind of event that is out on OPTC Global at the moment. So, in this event, we do take on Luffy, and obviously this event is built for the new units that are Luffy Sanji, the Rare Recruit Beach, and the Rare Recruit Nami. But in today's video, I have 3 teams for you guys. 2 teams don't actually use the new Rare Recruits. But all of the teams we are using a friend Luffy Sanji, as Luffy Sanji just makes it stupidly easy to get around this particular piece of content. They give you more drops as well, so it would just be silly not to bring a friend Luffy Sanji. Plus, everyone's pulling at the moment as well. Like, this banner is really, really good. Lots of people summoned for them, and lots of people did pull them. So, for this event, there is a bunch of boosted units that you guys can bring, and you do want to bring as many boosted units as you possibly can, so that way you can get the most drops. So if we go over to our box very, very quickly, we can have a look, and you can see, not buffs, where's boosts? Boost effects. You can see that the yellow outlined units are the ones that are actually boosted. Okay, well, they're not actually yellow outlines. So we do have Luffy Sanji. They are the highest point boosting here. And then we have the new Rare Recruits. This Nami and the Beach. I don't own the Beach, unfortunately. If you haven't checked out my summoning videos already, I will leave a card above this sort of video for you, so you can go check them out before you see the rest of this video. But the Nami's very, very good. Next, we have these 2 free-to-play units, the Chopper and the Carrot. Now, I would definitely farm up the early stages and then do the hard stage, just so you can get 1 copy of these guys, and then you can bring them for the respective stages. I have them on all of my teams, basically, as they are free-to-play units. You do get them from this event. They are very, very easy to get. Other units that you can bring that are boosted as well, you have the Raid Sanji, Rare Recruit Brook, Legend Nami, Legend Brook, Rare Recruit Pedro, Legend V2 Sanji, Rare Recruit Carrot, V2 6, oh sorry, not V2, 6 plus Beach, and Chobro. So they're all boosted for you guys. They're going to give you a lot more points, as you get points depending on your drops as well. So if you can bring as many of those units, you are going to have a good time. But that's enough about those units. Let's hop in and let's get the runs done. Alright, so for the first team, we have a hybrid V2 Snakeman team with Luffy Sanji friend captain. Now, the thing with this content is there are obviously boosted units that are going to give you more drops. So it's highly recommended to try and fit them on your team somewhere. But the content is built around bringing strength and psi units. And I thought, well, if you don't have Luffy Sanji, bringing V2 Snakeman was probably the next best thing. So on stage 1, Brûlé is actually going to give us the debuff where we don't land on many recovery orbs, but that's okay, because we do have the effect of Luffy Sanji to give us a guaranteed meat orb on every single time we switch with them. And the thing about V2 Snakeman as well, he does increase the chances of landing on those recovery orbs, so that kind of gets negated with the effect from Brûlé on the first turn. But as you can see, like, it's not really that big of a deal, as we do still have 1 Luffy Sanji. That way we can still activate our auto heal mechanic, our overheal mechanic. So that's going to work in our favor very, very well. On stage 3 is where things start to get a little bit dicey. So on stage 3, we come up against 3 trees. Now, these trees are actually fairly annoying to take down. The middle one has a lot of HP. They also give us 2 turns of the hunger debuff. So this is where the switchability of Luffy Sanji actually is really, really strong, as we can actually use their switchability to guarantee ourselves a meat orb, and then we can remove the hunger debuff that way. Now, Luffy Sanji does have the limit break ability to remove hunger by 1 turn. If your friend has higher, then it is going to help you out a little bit more. But getting your hands on those hunger tablets hasn't been the easiest thing to do. So I do understand if most people don't have that done, just like myself. I think my Luffy Sanji is on level 2, but it is what it is. On stage 4, we come up against Cracker. Now, Cracker is going to give us Burn and Despair for 4 turns, and then he gives us Burn for 2 turns. We have the support of the, what's his name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking now. V1 Rayleigh to remove the Despair. And then what we also have on this particular team is we actually have our Nami, the Sugo Nami. So Sugo Nami is going to remove the burn, and is going to give us an orb and color affinity boost. So that works out really, really well. as we do have quite a few strength units on this particular team, and we do have the free spirit tag on most of them as well. And as you can see, we can just fly through Cracker's HP there. Now you can use Luffy's super type there as well if you want to, just for a little bit of extra damage, but it's honestly not even needed that much. On the final turn, we come up against Luffy. Luffy's going to give us 7 turns of chain coefficient reduction and 4 turns of threshold himself. This is where the Rare Recruit Beads unit is actually really, really strong. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use our V2 Snakeman special first, because then we want to use our Carrot special after that. Now, this free-to-play Carrot is very, very good. Same with this free-to-play Chopper. They're both boosted in this event, so definitely get your hands on them while you are farming the 50 stamina, as they do help out a lot, and they remove a lot of the debuffs. Finally, we can use our Brook special for color affinity, and we can use our Luffy Sanji special for an attack boost, and because we have the overheal mechanic, we just have so much damage that's not even funny. As you can see, we just fly through the HP of Sanji there. Sanji turns into a green unit, so the red variation is a lot stronger, and it works really, really well. Alright, so for the second team, we're bringing a mono fighter team led by V2 Sanji. Now, I'm not a fan of V2 Sanji, but Luffy Sanji is a fighter, and Sanji is boosted in this event, so the fact that the Carrot and the Chopper are also fighters does help us out a little bit, as we can actually run a full fighter team here. Now, this content was built to be beaten by Luffy Sanji, mainly because of the hunger debuff that that you get on stage 3, and as well as like reducing the chances of landing on recovery orbs as well. It's a little bit annoying, but Luffy Sanji obviously having the limit break ability where they can reduce hunger as well as giving themselves a meat orb is going to help you guys out significantly by getting around that particular piece of that debuff. So here we are on stage 3 against the 3 trees who give us the hunger debuff. So this is where we want to switch with our Luffy Sanji so we can get that extra meat orb. With their limit break, they're going to remove 1 turn of it. So make sure that you do eat the meat orb that they give you, so that way you can remove the other turn. And if you can hit your perfects, you are going to do a lot more damage, as V2 Sanji is built around that chain locking sort of, well, not chain locking, the chain buffing mechanic. So unfortunately, the middle tree has a lot of HP, so we aren't going to be able to take him down on 1 turn. But that's okay, because the little tree on the side, he really doesn't do too much else besides rotate all your orbs. Not the biggest stress for us with this particular team. On stage 4, we come up against Cracker. Cracker is a dex unit who gives us 2 turns of burn and 4 turns of gloom. So with the switch ability of Luffy Sanji, we can actually remove the despair. Then we can use our Snakeman special for an orb boost. And we do have the Akanu support to give us a full board of strength orbs and a buff to our strength characters. Next, we can use our Kami special. Kami is going to remove the burn, and with this support of Hachan, we can get a whole bunch of recovery orbs for more orbs. And then finally, we can use our Chopper special on this side to get a few more matching orbs for us, as we don't actually need the Chopper special at the end. So we are going to finish off with our red units, as we do have the extra chain buff from Luffy as well. Hopefully we can take out... we were so close. I was hoping we could kill Cracker on that turn so we get the orb buff carryover, but it just wasn't meant to be. Now we do want to save the switch ability of Luffy Sanji's, because we do want to switch into Luffy on the next turn, so we do have an extra red unit, as Luffy does change into a dex unit. So on the final stage against Luffy, he does turn into that dex unit, and then he has full immunity, gives us normal attacks only. He puts up threshold for 4 turns and then takes away all of our orbs. He also gives us 6 turns of the chain buff reduction, so it's a little bit annoying. So this is where we're going to use the switch ability of Luffy Sanji. Then we can use our... what's her name? I'm blanking. What's her name? Carrot. We use our Carrot special to remove the threshold, give us an orb boost, and give adjacent orbs. We can then use our Luffy Sanji special, as we are over full HP. We can get the 2.5 times attack boost, Rainbow. And then we're going to finish off with our V2 Sanji. Now, the reason I'm finishing off with V2 Sanji is because he removes the chain debuff, and he is going to give color affinity with the support of Red Leg Zeph. The red leg Zeph support gives 1.5 times color affinity to fighters. And as you'll see, like, we're going to do so much damage. I just want to hit it good there because I wanted to finish with Luffy Sanji. But as you see there, we have so much damage to take out Luffy on this particular fight. Plus, like, majority of this team is boosted, so we can get a lot of points as well. Alright, so for the final team, we have the Optimal Team minus Beige. Now, you guys haven't already checked out my summons. I will leave a little card on top of this particular video for you. Definitely check them out. It was a lot of fun. We had the homie 3D2Y on stream with us, and needless to say, the summons popped off. But unfortunately, we didn't get our hands on our boy Beige. So we are utilizing the Legend Brook instead. Now, Legend Brook's basically just here as a placement holder. You can basically bring any unit that you want to, as long as they're point boosted, to be honest. That's the only thing I would recommend. The only reason that I'm sort of bringing Brook, well, the main reason I'm bringing Brook, I should say, is because Brook has the Sailor where he makes recovery orbs matching. Now, obviously Luffy Sanji does that as well on their switch ability, but it's a little bit easier to make sure that you can make those recovery orbs matching without actually having to switch. We do get the debuff from Brule at the start that we don't land on recovery orbs too much, so it doesn't really matter too much, but that's the big reason why I brought him. Plus, his special is very, very good for this particular stage here. So against the trees, we are going to use Brook's special. That just delays them for 1 turn and makes all colors matching for us for 2 turns, which is just going to mean that we're going to put out a lot more damage. On this stage, we get 2 turns of the Hunger debuff. Now, the Hunger debuff, if you guys are unfamiliar, actually reduces your attack by a lot, and the only way to get rid of that is to actually eat meat orbs. So Luffy Sanji is really good here for that because they guarantee you meat orbs, but they have the limit break ability to remove 1 turn of it, or 2 turns if you have it leveled up. So that's why it just sort of got removed immediately with this particular team, but in the previous teams we did have a way of getting around that. Honestly, just one Luffy Sanji does the trick. So on the 4th stage against Cracky, he's going to give us Burn for 2 turns, and he despairs our captains for 4 turns. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch with our Luffy Sanji so we can get the recovery orb smashing. It doesn't actually matter though because we have Brook on this particular team. We're going to use the special of our Luffy Sanji as a red unit, as we want to be majority red for the rest of this fight. And then we're going to use our Nami special. Now my Nami has double special activation. I would highly recommend putting sockets into her. You don't need the Karina support as well, by the way. It's there just because I can. But because she has double special activation, she can give you color affinity for 2 separate stages. So not only is she going to remove the burn on this particular stage, she's also going to give color affinity to our red units. So as you can see, we can fly through Cracky with the amazing attack boost from Luffy Sanji. But we can now use her again on the final stage, as Luffy is going to turn into a Dex unit. Luffy's also going to put up 4 turns of Threshold, give us normal attacks only. He's immune to basically everything, and he takes away our orbs. He also gives us the chain reduction as well, which is a little bit frustrating, but it's nothing that we can't get around. So we're going to use our other Luffy Sanji special here for another 2.5 times attack boost. We can then use our Carrot special. She's going to make adjacent orbs matching, remove the Threshold, and give us an orb boost. And then finally, we're going to finish it off with our Nami special once again. Now, if you don't have double special on Nami, you can replace Brook with the Rare Recruit Brook. That way you can have another color affinity booster as well. And he's another red unit. So that actually might be a little bit more optimal, but I've been enjoying running Legend Brook lately. And as you can see, like with this particular team, it really doesn't matter too much. But having that extra red unit is going to output a lot more damage. So there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt that like button. And if you want to stay up to date with more OPTC content I post, and you're new to this channel, consider heading down there, hitting that big red subscribe button today. And if you're already a bloody legend that is a subscriber of this channel, consider becoming a member. But wherever you are in this beautiful world, guys, most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Lights!